G'day guys, my name is Jaden, welcome back to my channel. We're at Sydney International Airport. Today we're going to fly LATAM Airlines 787-9 in economy from Sydney to Auckland. So this is the 5th Freedom flight that goes from Sydney, Auckland to Santiago. We're just going to do the shorter sector from Sydney to Auckland. Now without further ado, let's go check in. All international flights from Sydney Airport depart from Terminal 1, including LATAM. It's now mid-June, also the beginning of Australian winter and Euro summer. Therefore, the international departure is hustling and bustling. There's a really long queue at the LATAM check-in. For those flying in business class or those frequent flyers of LATAM and partner airlines, you can use the premium check-in. Today, I used my Delta Gold status for premium check-in and a free check bag. LATAM uses the Qantas Lounge at Sydney Airport. However, I was informed by the agent I would be using the Skyteam Lounge instead with my Delta status. We just passed security and immigration. Wasn't too bad today at all, about 5 minutes. We're now walking directly to the Skyteam Lounge, located right next to the Plaza Premium. Here we are at the Skyteam Lounge. The agent quickly looked at our boarding passes and let us through. The Skyteam Lounge has one of the best views of this airport. To get the absolute best view, you would need to be at the Qantas International First Class Lounge. From the Skyteam Lounge, you see the arrivals and departures of the longest runway of this airport, and also the busy international terminal tarmac. The only major drawback is that we're facing north, and we're in Australia, so during the day you get direct sunlight and it gets really hot. Luckily, the majority of the lounge area is actually away from the windows, so you won't feel hot unless you want to watch planes. This lounge offers several types of seating options. They're all quite comfortable. Everywhere you sit, you will find charging outlets, including USB ports. The design of this space is also quite contemporary. For those who need to do a Zoom call or business meeting, you've got those private booths. They are completely soundproof until you start screaming. Now let's check out the buffet area. It features a bar and barista coffee. It's currently about 9:30 AM and they're still serving breakfast. Options include scrambled eggs, baked beans, bacon, and a live noodle bar. Australians really like continental breakfast, so they've got a separate section here for cereals, bread, and a toaster. Back in the buffet, they've also got a self-serve bar featuring juice, house wines, and spirits. I read some reviews on LATAM Airlines. I'm a bit skeptical about their onboard meals, so before we board our plane to Auckland, we're going to have a large breakfast. The Sydney Airport Skyteam Lounge doesn't offer chai latte or oat milk. That's a massive thumb down from me. Overall, this lounge is pretty good. It does the job. It has several shower rooms, a buffet, and a bar. For those on a longer transit, they've got comfortable sofas. And importantly, they've got a great view over the tarmac, runway, and Sydney skyline. Boarding for our flight today is at Gate 58, a fairly long walk from the Skyteam Lounge and immigration. Sydney International has a range of shopping options, including dozens of high-end shops. It's perfect to do some duty-free shopping, otherwise it's 10% tax outside the airport. For our return flight from New Zealand to Australia, we've chosen Air New Zealand from Queenstown to Melbourne. For that trip report, I haven't uploaded yet, so be sure to hit that subscribe and bell button, so when it does come out, you don't miss out. Hello. Thank you.
I just float.
I just informed Jessica that I got my somebody escorted me. But I do not have a slot.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
33.
This side, welcome
Thank
aboard.
That was a very lovely and charming cabin crew. We're now in economy class, laid out in a standard.
Estimados pasajeros, solicitamos por favor mantener el pasillo despejado, tomar asiento y colocar sus artículos personales de menor tamaño.
Here's my standard economy seat today, 33A, and I'll quickly go through the seat features. So you've got a touchscreen TV, and it has a USB port and headphone jack. Here's the tray table, a little hole here for your meal I suppose. When you get a drink along with your meal, you can place it in this cup holder. And when you don't need the tray table but you got a drink still, you can use this cup holder. The cup holder thing here is really thoughtful. In your seat pocket, you'll find headsets and a vomit bag. Legroom is really good, I was surprised. Even 6'4" has a little bit space left. From Sydney to Auckland, we could also choose to fly with Jetstar, Air New Zealand, Qantas and China Eastern. Now I could be wrong, but I believe among those airlines, LATAM offers the most legroom. Between every 2 seats, you'll find a universal power socket. Every economy class seat features an adjustable headrest. You can adjust the flaps and move it up and down. Finally, it's good to see that LATAM 787 has personal AC vents. LATAM boards the plane really early. For this flight, they boarded 1 hour before the scheduled departure time. We've now sat down for a while and they're still loading our bags. But at least for now, we're still looking for an on-time departure. While we're waiting at the gate for pushback, I'll quickly show you the in-flight entertainment. For language options, you've got English, Spanish and Portuguese. LATAM Airlines operates throughout South America. They have operation hubs in Brazil, Argentina, Peru, Chile and more. And the main language they speak in those countries are Spanish and Portuguese. Now let's circle back to the in-flight entertainment. You've got some pretty decent options on board, with obviously a focus on South American films. The in-flight map is unfortunately not interactive. Our aircraft today is operated by LATAM Airlines Chile, Charlie Charlie Bravo Golf November. It's a 6-year-old Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. Once we took off from Sydney, we were facing south. We made an immediate left turn and we're now flying directly to New Zealand over the Tasman Sea. The in-flight service started within 40 minutes after takeoff. The cabin crew are serving us hot lunch. The only option today is a vegetarian pasta. For beverages, you can choose from beer, wine, juice, soft drinks, coffee and tea. For coffee and tea, there's only creamer, there's no milk. So here's my vegetarian pasta. It also comes with a Tim Tam and a bread. It's a really interesting and innovative design, I thought. So the pasta and your bread comes together within a tray. There's literally a slot just for the bread itself. There's no proper appetizer or dessert. There's only the bread and also a Tim Tam. South America is quite famous for its wine, so I decided to go for a Chilean white wine. See how I put the white wine in that cup holder? It saves me so much space and there's less mess on the table. As far as an airplane pasta goes, this one was quite good. It was really cheesy. I hope you're enjoying this video so far. Please leave a like, comment down below, and share this video with your friends. And if you're new to my channel, I'm so glad you made it here. Every week, I upload a trip report like this one, so be sure to hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss out. That's more than 50 trip reports a year. The cabin crew just came back to offer more drinks. This time I went for a coffee. Shortly, the crew came back to collect rubbish. This is the first and last time the crew came back to collect rubbish. So if you incur more rubbish during the flight, or you haven't finished your coffee and tea just yet, you'll need to put that in your seat pocket, or in the vomit bag. The cup holder once again comes in handy. You can use it as a mobile phone holder. This is a very full flight to Auckland and Santiago. About 30% of the passengers get off at Auckland, and 70% continue its way to Santiago. No trip report of mine is complete without a full lavatory tour. First and most importantly, on the lavatory door, you'll find 2 coat hooks. On the wall you'll find a full-size mirror, perfect for an airplane selfie. I wonder how many times people have held a line because they're taking selfies in the lavatory. Space-wise, it's pretty good on this Dreamliner. There's very little amenity in this economy lavatory, but I do like the smell of this green tea hand soap. We'll soon be landing into New Zealand. The crew are now handing out arrival cards for those getting off at Auckland. For those going onwards to Santiago, they'll need to get off the plane and go through the transit process, and then get back on the same plane later, but then it'll be a different set of crew. We've started our descent into Auckland, and I'll quickly conclude this trip report right here, right now. Our journey today started at Sydney Terminal 1. Check-in was quick and easy for us. We were able to use the priority check-in with my Delta Gold status. And after security, I was able also to use the Skyteam Lounge. It had good breakfast and amazing tarmac view. Boarding for our flight started 1 hour before departure. It was a little bit excessive. After the last passenger boarded the plane, we waited another half an hour until we pushed back. Now I completely understand that airlines want people to get on board quickly to minimize delay. However, for a Dreamliner, 1 hour before departure was a bit too much. That also meant we had less time in the lounge. Once on board, the cabin crew were really friendly and welcoming. There was a passenger in front of me whose seat pocket was broken. He alerted the cabin crew, and they quickly took out their work iPhones to see what other seats were available and quickly moved him to somewhere more comfortable. Now this is slightly off topic, but I wish that cabin crew would have work tablets or iPads instead of iPhones, because iPhones just don't look good. To a lot of passengers, it may appear that the cabin crew were using their own mobile phones. Even though we didn't get an extra legroom seat today, the standard economy seat was comfortable, plenty of legroom. For the in-flight meal, it was okay, nothing too substantial or amazing. Good to see that alcohol was free of charge. Overall, it was a good flight down to Auckland. Wouldn't hesitate to fly with LATAM again if prices are right. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and share, and most importantly subscribe if you haven't done so. After disembarking, I'll show you an Auckland, New Zealand vlog. See you later. Bye bye.
At disembark, make sure to take all your personal items with you and please do not leave residues inside the aircraft. You can now use electronic devices. Remember that being part of your LATAM Pass program, you can enjoy your board without frontiers, wear your airlines to redeem for the trip and access their benefits. We invite you to plan your next vacation from beginning to end at latam.com. Choosing your hotel, car and more always accumulate miles. You hope to see you aboard on your next flight. Siguiente vuelo es una conexión nacional. Deben realizar migración, retirar su equipaje, pasar por el control de aduanas y volver a entregar sus maletas en el mostrador de check-in de la aerolínea de conexión. Muchas gracias. If you have connecting flight, we ask to pay attention to the following guidance. For connection with international flights, you do not have to go through immigration or collect the baggage if it was ticketed throughout the final destination. Simply go to the corresponding boarding gate. If your next flight is domestic connection, you must go through immigration, collect the baggage, go through customer and return your bags to the check-in counter of the connecting airline. Thank you. Continúa su viaje hacia Chile, hacia Santiago, que deben de
Chinese Premier Li Qiang is currently on a visit to Australia and New Zealand. Here's his plane, an Air China Boeing 747-8. He would be flying down to Wellington, New Zealand's capital. Unfortunately, the runway down there is too short for a jumbo jet, so instead of this 74, he'll be flying an Air China 737. Thank you. We're now outside the airport terminal. We just went through immigration and baggage claim as well as custom. The process wasn't too bad today. We've avoided the peak hour. Each of us is now getting a hop card, the transportation card here in Auckland. We're staying at the Auckland CBD. The airport is quite far from Auckland. Uber and taxi would cost a bomb, so we're taking public transport. Traffic in Auckland is horrible. We're now taking a bus to Puhinui Station, which in Maori means busy station. It's the nearest station to the airport. The airport doesn't have railway connection. It takes about 25 minutes during the peak hour traffic to get to Puhinui railway station.
The next train arriving at platform 2 is an Eastern Line service to Manukau. This is a 6-carriage train.
We'll be taking the train to Britomart, basically the central station of Auckland. This is literally giving England. Every train is cancelled and delayed. And according to the announcement, this is due to a strike. We finally got on a train. This takes about 30 minutes. It's really exciting to be standing at Britomart. Previously, I've only been to Queenstown when I visited New Zealand. So this time, I'm in a big city and it's so different. However, it's really quiet in the city. It's supposed to be hustling and bustling. Where are all the people? From the railway station, it's about a 5 to 7 minute walk to our hotel, the Hilton Auckland. Here's a quick room tour. We booked a regular king room and we got a king deluxe room. This table is perfect for video editing. The bathroom is massive, so on the left hand side you've got a bathtub, on my right you've got the shower. The room also has a massive balcony about the size of the bathroom. We're now gonna head outside for a quick walk and maybe a bite. Like all major cities in Australia, Auckland has a street for pedestrian and shopping, as well as some cars. We were told by a subscriber who's been to New Zealand before to visit the Elliot Stables. Basically a food court, but very beautiful, and many different options and cuisines. Unfortunately, it's quite expensive here, so we had a quick look and we went out. .644 loves Lanzhou ramen, a very popular dish from China. Think Vietnamese pho, but maybe spicier and it's Chinese. So basically we stumbled upon this place because 644 was looking on Google Map for top rated Lanzhou ramen in Auckland, and we found this place. It looked a bit dodgy, but that's usually a good sign for good food if it's Asian. Don't go to anywhere fancy. That was a lot of carbs just now. I need to burn it off right now. So that's it for day 1, thank you very much for watching. For day 2, I'm not filming because I want a break from vlogging basically. I appreciate your viewership and subscription. And a big shout out and thank you to all my patrons and PayPal me supporters for your contribution to my channel. I appreciate it so much. See you next week, bye.